Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina, Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May general reading. This will cover the entire month of May, and I have just done a May new moon reading, and this overall general reading for May is really holding that energy of the new moon, specifically in Taurus conjuncting Uranus. And that impetus is primarily more focused on the present and our future moving forward actions, and less focus on the past. So I am going to do the full moon reading, but I really want us to focus on the changes that we have been counseled through our own efforts to make in our personal lives and in our external environments, where we can be creative, innovative, but also gentle, pleasure-seeking, self-caring, so that we fully are aligned with the knowledge that what is good for us is good for the planet. If you enjoy this reading, please like and share and subscribe, and please continue to comment, as I enjoy your comments so much. And I thank you for all the ways that you support me. I've laid out the Egyptian deck. I'll clarify with an African tarot and finish up with an oracle card. So let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy, the 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is legacy energy. This is having completed a task, a journey, an effort, the building of something that will generate for those involved in this creation, so that what you've built, what you are leaving, what your inheritance is, will be generated by those to whom you leave this legacy. This is self-generating, this is growing, this is wealth creation and abundance building. Tens are always portals, which means that you are completing this effort and stepping onto another level, a higher level of accomplishment, of success, of material reward. So this is a beautiful card of abundance, but also of moving on. In early May, we have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Judgment card. So you are indeed, Capricorn, moving forward in a new direction. You are clearly satisfied in an area of expertise, and you have the desire to move and expand beyond that. You are even testing out the waters. You are trying new things, and you are waiting for the results of your earliest efforts. So this is a card of growth and moving in a new direction, starting something new concretely. The 5 of Swords indicates that there is a lot of information, a lot of even conflict in the information and communication that you're sharing with others. There is the need for you to grow. You depend on this information, but this information that is often offered with perhaps not always clear or positive intent can at times underscore your own insecurities, your own self-doubts, and has you doubting your own knowledge, your own desire, your own ability to move forward. This is a card that can emphasize your sense of inadequacy, but actually, as you have grown in your sense of successful realization of your goals, you are also learning to pick your battles, to choose your battles, so that everything that you receive, you do not take personally. You're able to see through the communications or the efforts and actions of others so that you recognize that all battles are not equal. You cannot possibly fight them all, and you're really reserving and being selective about the communications you respond to, the information that you select as most critical to your efforts at moving forward. The Judgment card, I can't believe I'm saying this. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is you answering the call. And this is not unique to Capricorns at this time. However, it is something that is the result of a lot of experience, perhaps some failures in the past for you to recognize opportunities or to realize the potential in opportunities. So as you now have understood the contribution that you're here to make, that you uniquely can make, you are also understanding that there are opportunities available now, perhaps the return of an old opportunity in an event, a project, or a relationship that you know now how to maximize its potential. You have a chance to redo it correctly, to do it the right way, to honor the opportunity with your full and correct application of your best skills and efforts. So this is a card of recognizing not only your plan, but the greater plan and everyone's role in that plan. Beautiful card of rebirth and renewal. In the middle of May, we have the Hanged One, the King of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling a lot of change, Capricorn. The two fives are emphasizing that there is a lot of change occurring in you that you are fielding as you recognize new opportunities for growth, as you try to move forward in new projects, gain a new perspective, but also there's a big heart mastery, a maturity of your experiences and your feelings as a result of those experiences, your emotions, that is helping you to understand that it is your vulnerability, whatever it is you determine to be your weakness, that you have learned is your greatest gift, your greatest strength. Whatever our weakness is, whatever difficulties we've had in the past, whatever errors we've made, and these are habitual errors, behaviors that we recognize, patterns that aren't productive, your ability to recognize those and share them, narrate them for your own behalf as an exemplar of ways in which difficulties and challenges contain gifts that actually created who you are, the gift that you are, helping you to magnetize those that need this kind of similar support, helping you recognize those that need your help, and your ability to give that in a way that actually distances you from powerful emotions you may be experiencing at this time. Not all pleasant emotions, but your ability to distance yourself from them, give yourself some space as you observe them, as you allow your story to tell the process you've undergone of maturation. You've also endeavored to consciously change your perspective so that you are better able to recognize your responsibility in your failures, in your disappointments, and the ways in which your thoughts have created your reality. You are experiencing tremendous abundance at some level right now in your experience. So this is indicating to you that it is the shifts in perspective that you have been adjusting over the last several months, if not years, that is helping you to structure your thoughts in a more constructive way that will yield the benefits and rewards of your efforts. And these are part of your not only emotional maturity, but part of your fielding those weaknesses that you now identify, those not only self-doubts, but those self-doubts that are really about an internal sense of inadequacy, an insecurity that you don't know enough, you don't have enough, you don't have the right connections. Whatever it is that you have told yourself historically that has allowed you, perhaps paved the way for those without your best interest in mind to sabotage your projects, recognizing that you allowed the sabotage because of your own insecurities, feeling outside of the group, not able to ask for help. These are the weaknesses that you're now recognizing and negotiating in a way that reveals your ability to turn these doubts, these weaknesses, into the strengths, the mastery of your emotions. Towards the end of May, we have the Temperance card, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Well, I like that. So 2 5s, a lot of change, 2 9s, a kind of completion, the end of the road. And the Temperance is sort of focusing on your balancing between these 2 9s. So I would even change the arrangement here to help us understand that the Temperance card, called the Grand Alchemist in an old Egyptian deck, is really the refinement of our animal nature into our spiritual gold, our personal development, our higher selves. And this is you recognizing that the sufferings and failures that you have experienced that are still fresh, we do not uncover lifetimes of unconscious behaviors and attitudes that of a lifetime that within a few weeks, a few days, certainly not just a few months, the retrograde planets helped us to go down into our subconscious and retrieve, look at, try to understand our responsibilities in these failures and disappointments, in these heartaches, in this loss, in this damage that you have experienced. On the other side of that, and it's an interesting phenomenon that many of us may be experiencing that at this time, where doing this hard work, looking at this stuff is not fun. It's difficult. It takes courage. It takes a lot of honesty, and it takes an appreciation that we may not have seen all of the elements that contributed to this at the time. However, in our desire to understand, we unleash this tremendous capacity for love. This kind of work, this kind of healing takes love. It takes real attention and focus and devotion to your own self-care, your own healing, your own understanding, your own healing of your heart and your experiences, the desire to feel good. This unleashes a knowledge and a clarity about moving towards the things that feel good to you. And the reward of that it's the process itself, identifying your own desires, not those of others, and working towards that. The process of that, of understanding all the gifts, all of the opportunities, all of the beautiful things that are in your environment for your discretionary use, for your movement forward, benefiting your health tremendously. And this is particularly key because for all of us are as within, so without. So it is difficult to be healthy and to move forward in a progressive way if we're not feeling good, if we're not feeling whole inside. I'm going to clarify the King of Cups here in the middle with the King of Cups. That's a confirmation. I love it when that happens. And the Two of Swords. There are a fair amount of swords here, and the Two of Swords is really focusing on the maturity that you've gained through your own exploration and ability to help others, your ability to understand the suffering of others and to help others to navigate that by sharing your own experience of vulnerability, of weakness, of failure, of disappointment. The Two of Swords that this fellow holds in his arms are, he is not looking at them. This is information that's difficult to look at. And in any opportunity or any decision you have moving forward, it's important to consider everything around these choices, the context of these choices. That's where the information about all of the unexplored vistas, areas of growth and expertise lie. So it is not the things, it is not avoiding information that is uncomfortable, looking at things that we'd rather not see. You have gained the capacity to approach decisions like this with a much richer and deeper understanding of the process of looking at that which is uncomfortable, which does not reflect our best selves, our best experience, but through that process, reaching this Nine of Cups, which is traditionally a wish fulfillment card. I'm going to finish this reading, Capricorn, with a botanical inspiration and hope that you've enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe to my channel if so. And I've pulled the Camellia. The key word is destiny. Shakespeare said, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." I'm going to leave it here, fellow Capricorns. Thank you for your time and attention. Until next time, Namaste.